Food web. Links higher up in the food chain rely on the lower links. Even though lions don't eat grass, they wouldn't last long if there wasn't any grass, because then the zebras wouldn't have anything to eat. Food web. In any ecosystem, there are many food chains, and generally, most plants and animals are part of several chains. When you draw all the chains together, you end up with a food web. In a food chain, we have discussed how organisms are dependent on each other. In forests, is it that only these organisms are present? No. Along with them, there are many organisms present in the forest. How those organisms are interdependent on each other and how they get food from each other can be explained by the term called as food web. In simple words, we can say it is an interconnected unit, so along these organisms, there are other organisms that are present in nature. Here in the soil, bacteria and fungi are also present. The bacteria and fungi are eaten by earthworms. So, earthworms are called as farmers' friends. These earthworms are eaten by fish, and fish is eaten by crane. Now, it is understood that every organism on this planet is interrelated, and the interconnected unit is called as a food web. Let us revise. Number 1. They show interrelationship of organism only in one particular habitat. Number 2. Plants are producers. This is because they produce energy for the ecosystem. Number 3. Animals are consumers. This is because they don't produce energy. They just use it up. Number 4. Decomposers eat decaying matter, like dead plants and animals. They help put nutrients back into the soil for plants to eat. Number 5. In any ecosystem, there are many food chains and, generally, most plants and animals are part of several chains. When you draw all the chains together, you end up with a food web. Questions. Number 1. Decomposers are dash, bacteria and fungi. The options are A. Algae, B. Worms, and C. None of the above. The correct answer is option B. Worms. Number 2. Dash show interrelationship of organism only in one particular habitat. The options are A. Food web, B. Food chain, C. Food process, and D. None of the above. The correct answer is option B. Food chain. Number 3. Plants absorb energy from the sunlight through dash. The options are A. Photosynthesis, B. Ecosystem, C. None of the above. The correct answer is option A. Photosynthesis.